Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. As always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We would like to give a shout out to our first patron. We really appreciate it. All tips and support will be going towards improving the channel. We'd like to add some more games and some more equipment to the channel itself. And today I want to go over an interesting strategy that I've seen played. It's simple and yet can go for it. Hard to say exactly what I would call it, so let me just go ahead and show it to you guys. So the way this player plays, he doesn't play a pass line unless he is shooting, so he stays off the pass line entirely. What he does is he waits until there's a point. Now his bankroll, to start with, I'm going to let you know, his bankroll is usually fairly sizable. He usually buys in for 500 to 1,000. Usually starts with 500 and then it goes up from there. Now what he does is, as soon as there's a point, usually picks the opposite side. So if the point is over here, he's generally going to pick this side for his main bets. He does 3 bets. He'll do 55 action, and what it is if the point were an 8, a 9, or a 10, he's going to do a $25 5 and a $30 6. Then he's going to do a $15 10. He goes on the other side of the table. If the point were, say, a 4, he would actually be on the 8 and 9, and this time he would do the 10. If the point were a 5, he would actually do a $15 4. There's no real rhyme or reason to it other than he has a system that he has decided to stick with, and to his benefit, he sticks with it. He sticks with it. He doesn't change it. He doesn't move around. He doesn't play around with it. If he's hitting some bad rolls, he just goes with his system. He stays consistent with his system. That is one of the keys to grinding out in dice. Is it's very difficult to hit a moving target. Pick your side, pick your direction, and stick with it. If you're playing place bets, stick with them. Even if there's a bunch of point out, point out, point out. Don't suddenly switch over to the dark side. I see it all the time, and then all of a sudden they start losing there and they get really frustrated. Stick with what you're doing. If you can play long enough, you're eventually going to hit a decent roll that will build some of your bankroll back. The whole point behind dice really is to hit that hot roll. So this is how the player starts out. He'll always start out with these. Now from here, he grows his bets. The interesting thing is that he will pretty much never do the other numbers. He will do these 3 numbers, and then that is it. Now, I have seen him win, but I've also seen him lose. Just like any other strategy, it requires a decent roll. But this is how he progresses from here. I'm going to start with the 4, okay? If a 4 were to roll, or a 10, if he's on the 10, remember he's just going opposite these other 2 bets. If the 4 rolls, he's going to immediately go to 25. So, assuming it's not a buy, that 15 is going to pay $27. So it's going to pay 27. He's going to go to a quarter, and he's going to collect that. I'm just going to leave that out there for right now. If it hits again, that is now a buy. It's going to pay 50 for 1. He will throw the dollar in, and he will go to 50. The next time it hits, it is going to pay 100 for 2, so he will throw in $2, and he will go to 75, most likely. Now, if this hits again, it is going to pay 150 for 4. He will go to 100, and now this is where he starts increasing it from here. Should it hit again, he will go, pays 200 for 5. He's going to go to 200. If this hits again, it's going to pay 400 for 10. Does he have 10? He does not. So it's going to pay 415 for 25. And here, it's going to depend on where his bankroll is looking. If he's up or even, he's most likely going to go to 400. And he's going to collect 200. If he's down, he's probably going to only go to 300, and he's going to collect that. Very, very, very rarely does this player ever say save bet. His belief is that in order to make money, he's got to keep pushing. Okay, so what about the 6 and 8? So with the 6 and 8, if this hits, pays 35. He's going to throw in $2. He's going to say, take me to 42. We're going to take him up to 42. The next time it hits, he's going to say, take me to 60. Goes to 60. The next time it hits, pays 70. He's going to say, take me to 90. And we take his bet up to 90. The next time it hits, 90 pays 105. He will say, take me to 120. If it hits again, pays 140. Now he's going to say, go to 150. So we're going to pay it 150 for 10. We're going to make his bet look like 150. Now from here is where he starts playing around with a little bit. 150 will pay 175. More than likely, he's going to throw in $10 and say, take me to 210. So what does 210 pay? Well, 210 pays 245. At this point, he goes to 300. Where is he going to go from here? 300 pays 350. More than likely at this point, and again, this is where it starts depending upon his bankroll on exactly how he's going to play this. But more than likely, he's going to choose to go to 450. Now, what does this pay? 450 pays 525. So we'll use our $50 chips as our 500s. Pays 525. At this point, he goes to 600. Now, hitting this level, just like hitting the $400 level in the 4 or the 10, is kind of a unicorn roll. It's a miracle roll. It took some crazy rolls to hit that. I've seen him hit this. I've seen him be at this level. It's uncommon, but this is what makes up for all those times that just getting your butt kicked. From here, this is where he is more likely to just start going for it. 6 pays 700. He's going to say, take me to 1200. So he's going to get 100 and change and end up at 1200. From 12, he's most likely going to 1500. Then from 15 to 18, 18 to 21, possibly 18 to 24. It's really going to depend on how he's feeling at the time. So, what about the 5 or 9? How does the 5 or 9 work? Well, let's take a look. Nine hits, pays 35. If you've been watching and thinking this through in your head, you can probably make a pretty good guess where this is going. He's going to take it to 35. Next time it hits, he's going to throw in $1 because it pays 50, and he's going to say, take me to 50 for that $1. Now 50 pays what? 50 pays 75. He is probably going to throw in 5. Then he's going to say, take me to 75. Now the next one is where, again, we get into what he may or may not do based on his bankroll and how he's feeling. But 75 is going to pay 105. Okay? He's either going to go up to 100 if he's still playing conservative. Maybe he's down quite a bit and he's trying to recoup some losses, or just make sure he's got enough for the next couple of rolls. If he's ahead, however, he's more likely going to go to 1 1/4. So we'll just assume he's ahead. Because if he's not ahead, then from 100, he would probably go to 1 1/4, maybe 150. But if he's playing conservative, he'd likely go to 100, then he'd go to 1 1/4. So we're kind of skipping a step here. Now, 100 1/4 pays what? Pays 175. This is where he's going to throw in 10, and he's going to take it up to 210. He may not throw in the 10. He may just take it up to 200. It's really going to be up to him. We'll keep it at 200 to make it simpler for you guys. So he's likely going to take it up to 200 from 1 1/4. So what does 200 pay? 200 pays 280. And where do you think he might go? This one, there's a couple different possibilities. Going to depend upon his bankroll. He might go up to 300. He might only go up to 250. He might want to collect both of these blacks. It's going to depend on him. We'll say 250. We'll say he takes it up to 250. Collects both of those blacks. Well, 250 pays 350. This is the point where he's almost guaranteed to make a big jump. He's definitely pulled quite a bit, and he's ready to take a chance. So he's going to go to 500. 500 pays 700. Where is he likely to go from this? He's likely to go to 750 and collect all of those. Because what does 750 pay? 750 pays 1,050. And from here, he goes to 1,000. It may seem like, oh man, he's putting a whole lot on there instead of collecting, but look what he's collected. He's collected $800. So definitely ahead on this one. This is his strategy. I got to tell you, I like this strategy. It's fun to play. It can take a pounding. It absolutely could take a pounding. You have to have a decent bankroll to play this if you're catching some bad luck. Just the way it is. No way around that. But if you catch some decent rolls, it's a lot of fun to play. Or if you have the bankroll to play it for a long period of time, even if you're catching bad rolls, because at some point, some of these numbers are going to hit 3 or 4 times. As you guys can see, he's collecting some money every single time while still increasing his bets. By doing it that way, what he's collecting is growing every single time. He's still taking money, but how much he is taking gets bigger every single roll, as long as the same number keeps hitting over and over again. So hope you guys enjoyed this strategy. As a dealer, it's fun to deal to because it's simplistic while still going for it. Doesn't do any kind of crazy bets, isn't slowing the game down with any kind of weird presses or pressing across the line. They're all kind of standard bets that we see a lot of, and it's just an absolute blast to deal to. Plus, he's a really nice guy, so he's fun to talk to. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you guys want to give it a shot. I'm sure you could also modify it down to a lower limit if you really wanted to. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll get with you guys next time. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We've got a lot of content coming out all the time.